All right, you guys, it's Soup Sunday, and I just wanted to jump on and share with you some ideas for you to spice up your soup recipes. I remember as a kid going to my grandmother's house and having soup often. My grandmother made amazing soups, my mom made amazing soups, my sisters have some great recipes, and so I think it's just a great way to support your health, especially if you're doing like a bone broth recipe. You can jump on my website, newdaywholehealth.com, on that recipe section, and there's a bone broth recipe in there. But you can use any basic bone broth. You could do a beef broth or chicken. In this recipe, I used a Whole Foods pasture raised organic chicken, and I got that at my natural grocery store. And so I just made my basic broth soup recipe. I used carrots, green beans, celery, onion. So once I had my basic soup recipe ready, I added a jar of organic marinara sauce. Okay, you can get this really anywhere. One thing that I like to look for is just a really nice and clean organic ingredient label list with nothing funky in it. And if you read this list, this is one that I find at Whole Foods, and it's like $2.29 a jar, so nice price, because a lot of them that don't have sugar in them are like $5 or $6 or $7 a jar. So love that for the value. So I added a jar of that into my soup, and then I added a can of coconut milk. So this basically gives you like a creamy tomato base for your soup. And then if you want to spice it up a little bit, you could add some crushed red pepper and a little salt and pepper. You might need to do that just to get it to the right seasoning for you. And when you're done, yum, you're gonna enjoy just a nice bowl of hearty soup. My family loves this recipe, just that tomato, creamy base flavor. And then sometimes I will add into my bowl some sauerkraut. It just gives it a nice little twist. I get tired of eating the same thing all the time, and so I just think it's always good to have different ideas to spice up your soups and eat them often, especially throughout the winter. Bone broth soups. Good for your immune system, so good for your muscles and your ligaments. Such a great idea to be incorporating soups throughout the winter. And then, you know, once spring hits, summer hits, we're eating a lot less soups, a lot more fresh, leafy greens, those kinds of things. Think about eating seasonally and just nourishing your body with the foods that your body would be used to eating. You know, if you lived 100 years ago, you wouldn't probably eat a lot of leafy greens and things like that throughout the winter because you wouldn't have access to them. But bone broth soups throughout the winter, yum, so healthy, so nourishing. Hope you enjoy your bowl soon.